For centuries, the Dead Sea has been a mystery, with its depths shrouded in secrecy and its murky waters keeping its secrets hidden from the world. However, after years of slowly drying up, something incredible has emerged from the depths. The possibilities of what it could be are unlimited, ranging from a long-lost treasure finally revealed to the world to the remains of a forgotten civilization that has been lost to time. This discovery is unprecedented, and as we delve deeper into the center of this enigma, we can't help but wonder if something more nefarious is at work. The Dead Sea is an adjacent lake in the Jordan Rift Valley, generated by the Dead Sea Transformation. This lateral movement transforms the fault to the left and runs along the tectonic plate boundary between the African and Arabian plates. It connects the East Anatolian fault zone in Turkey to the northern end of the Red Sea Rift offshore of Sinai's southern edge. The Upper Jordan River or Sea of Galilee, or Lower Jordan River water system, comes to an end here. Although there are minor perennial springs under and around the Dead Sea generating pools and quicksand pits along the borders, the Jordan River is the only major source of drinking water flowing into the Dead Sea. There are no streams that flow out. The Mujib River, biblical Arnon, is one of the Dead Sea's larger water resources other than the Jordan. The Wadi Mujib Valley, located 420 meters below sea level in the Jordan Valley South, is a 212 square kilometer biosphere reserve, or 82 square miles. Wadi Darija in Arabic, or Neho Dragat in Hebrew, and Nehel Aragat, which finishes at En Gedi, are two additional major sources. Another wadi that flows into the Dead Sea is Wadi Hassa. Biblical Zerit. The northern part of the Dead Sea receives only 100 millimeters or 4 inches of rain per year, while the southern part receives only 50 millimeters or 2 inches. The aridity of the Dead Sea region is caused by the rain-shadow effect of the Jordan Mountains. More rainfall occurs on the hills east of the Dead Sea than on the Dead Sea itself. The Judean mountains climb less steeply and are much lower to the west of the Dead Sea than the mountains to the east. Mount Sodom is a 210-meter or 700-foot tall halide mineral structure on the lake's southwestern shore. There have been several strange occurrences that have taken place in the region adjacent to the Dead Sea, and one of the things that have researchers baffled is the discovery of water that has taken on a color similar to that of blood. The last time a body of water became the color of blood was in the Bible, and as we all know, the Bible includes multiple allusions to the Dead Sea, making it a very significant body of water. Hence, this event is extremely rare. Because the Bible makes numerous references to the Dead Sea, it doesn't seem regular or natural to have a red pool of water turn into blood. As a prominent landmark in major history texts, it just doesn't feel like it would happen that way. There has to be a rationale behind all of this somewhere. The region that is now known as Jordan, but was called Moab in the Bible, has recently made a remarkable discovery. A body of water within Jordan's border had mysteriously turned scarlet, which was such a shock to the government of Jordan that the Ministry of Water and Irrigation was compelled to take action in reaction to the issue. The workers from the ministry went to the location where the strange occurrence took place and gathered water samples to discover both the source of the problem as well as the location where it first manifested itself. Photographs of the blood-filled crimson water have already gone wildly throughout the internet, which has provoked several discussions. Even though the Jordanian ministry is still working to investigate the cause of this issue, the popular concern among users of social media platforms, which has been a frequent topic of discussion, is that this discovery might result in the beginning of a brand new epidemic. Many individuals have concluded that this theory is probably accurate because blood-red waters are mentioned in the Old Testament as one of the 10 plagues that were brought down upon Egypt and its obstinate pharaoh to free the Israelites who were being held as slaves. The Old Bible describes one of the 10 plagues as being waters that turned a blood-like color. According to the biblical account, God turned the Nile River into the blood by changing its composition from fresh water to blood. This caused the death of all aquatic life forms in the river and prevented Egyptians from using the water for their typical day-to-day activities because water had become worthless. Another odd discovery was made when geologists found out that the eastern limits of the Dead Sea were the Blood Red Pond, which just so happened to be the location of two biblical cities. This led to several questions being raised about the validity of these findings. The researchers were put in a difficult position because of this. These two cities were known as Sodom and Gomorrah. The Bible says that God was responsible for their destruction owing to the depravity of the people who lived there. For sure, God is responsible for everything, but one thing for which we are all responsible is the success of our channel. Some of our audience may forget to subscribe to the channel after watching the video, so please hit that subscribe button now and enjoy the rest of the video. Meanwhile, elsewhere on Earth, there have been numerous similar events that have occurred, and many of them are related to environmental degradation. One such event is the Gulf of Mexico oil spill, which occurred in 2010. This spill was the largest accidental marine oil spill in the history of the petroleum industry, with an estimated 4.9 million barrels of oil being spilled into the Gulf of Mexico. The impact of this event on the environment was immense, and it took years for the area to recover. Another event that occurred in recent years is the Flint water crisis. This crisis began in 2014 when the city of Flint, Michigan switched its water source from Lake Huron to the Flint River. The water from the river was highly corrosive, and it caused lead to leach from the city's aging pipes, contaminating the water supply. The crisis has had a significant impact on the health of the people of Flint, with many experiencing lead poisoning and other health issues. These events serve as a reminder of the importance of environmental stewardship and the need to take care of our planet. As we continue to explore and discover new things, it is important to remember that we have a responsibility to protect our environment and ensure that it remains healthy for future generations. Recently, Fatih Al-Hamal, the head of the Water and Agricultural Committee for the El Kara Council, announced that the authorities had begun work to discover the source of the water in the Dead Sea. This announcement gave the impression that the government was taking the matter seriously, as it is a significant issue that needs to be addressed. Although there is no answer currently available that can be taken seriously, there are a few scientific suggestions that show promise in explaining why the lagoon suddenly changed color. According to Yassine Al-Kasaba, the director of agriculture in the southern Jordan Valley, this strange phenomenon is observed in ponds near the sea due to the presence of particular bacteria and red algae that love salinity and change color with the present sunshine. However, this does not provide a satisfactory explanation for why the water suddenly turned red while other pools in the neighborhood did not, particularly when considering that the region experiences nearly continual sunshine throughout the year. The Dead Sea has always been a source of wonder and interest, and its recent drying up has undoubtedly piqued the interest of many. While the sight of the Dead Sea without its famous water may be unsettling to some, it has also provided a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to explore the natural wonders that have lain beneath its surface for millennia. Its makeover has only increased its charm and mystique, making it a must-see destination for anyone interested in natural wonders and ancient history. Dead Sea's recent transformation has made it even more appealing to those interested in natural wonders and ancient history. If you want to learn more about these topics, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment down below.